Hello friends, it's Kristie Marcotte. In today's video, I'll be using Honeybee Stamp's Adventure Awaits paper pad, their Lovely Layers Water Lily, their Lovely Layers Bugs. For a sentiment, I'm using Be Still stamps and coordinating honeycut dies, and for embellishments, I'm using the new Adventure Awaits gem stickers. I selected this lovely pattern paper. This is the top portion from one of the vertical designs. At the bottom, it had a mountain. So it looked like the sunrise over the mountain. I cut off just the top portion to use for the background of my card. I'll layer it on some gold pearlescent cardstock. Then I'll put my card front onto a card base. This is an American Standard A2 size card, 5.5 inches by 4.25 inches. I've already gone ahead and cut out all of the pieces for the water lilies. My card will feature the large flower and also 2 of the smaller flowers. I'm adding a little extra ink to the edge of the darker orange pieces using Catherine Pooler's Terracotta ink color. Honeybee Stamp's Lovely Layer floral sets are always some of my favorites. The water lily is a nice addition. Although I think their tulip set will always be my favorite since I love tulips. For the lighter orange or peach colored pieces, I'm using the Ginger ink color by Catherine Pooler, just putting a little bit along the very outside edge of the petals. For the final light peach colors, I'm not adding any extra ink. I'm using just what's left over on the brush. Now it's time to assemble the water lilies. I have 1 larger flower and 1 smaller flower. I'll spread out all of the pieces so you can see what's needed to assemble the flowers. Although I'm not showing the stems or leaves yet. I'll start by assembling the smaller flower. I find the layers easy to put together, but you can always check out Honeybee Stamp's website for layering guides. There's also lots of other inspiration from the design team. I'll adhere the last layer of the smaller flower, then I'll start working on the larger flower. You can't always see it in the video, but the dies do add beautiful etched detail. After I started assembling the larger water lily, I remembered I need to add the leaves and stems to the smaller flowers. I believe water lilies are usually pink or white, but I thought it would be fun to make an orange peach color flower, and instead of using green cardstock for the stems, leaves, and lily pad, I chose off-white pearlescent cardstock for the lily pad and leaves, and I use satin gold mirror cardstock for the stems. I do have a second small water lily all assembled. Now I'll finish putting together the larger flower. I like to use colored cardstock for the Lovely Layer floral sets. It's a great way to finish off some of those cardstock scraps since you usually just need a small piece. And I always have tons of cardstock scraps on hand. For the very center of the flower, I'm using some gold pearlescent cardstock, and I use the same color for both of the pieces. So there is the large water lily all assembled, so pretty. Now I'll add these teeny tiny die cut pieces to the leaves on the smaller water lily. It adds just that little extra detail. I'll put glue on the back of the circle area of the stem and attach the small flowers. Then I'll add glue on the back of the large water lily and adhere it to the lily pad. I will be popping up the larger flower. I'm using Honeybee Stamp's white foam dots with tabs. It's the thinner size at 1/16 of an inch. They also have a thicker version if you prefer more dimension. I'll remove the release paper and adhere the large water lily in the lower right-hand corner. I'll tuck the 2 smaller flowers behind, so I am trimming off just the bottom portion of the stem since it won't be visible. I'll put some glue on the back, and I'm using Honeybee Stamp's Precision Tip Glue. Just tuck both of those flowers behind. With the beautiful flowers, I thought it would be perfect to add one of the dragonflies from the Lovely Layers bug set. This has always been one of my favorites. It's from an older release, but it is still available. I cut out the body from some gold pearlescent cardstock, and I used iridescent vellum for the wings. I'll put glue on the back and adhere the dragonfly in the upper left-hand corner. For a sentiment, I've already stamped and cut this out. The world is a better place because you're in it. Honeybee Stamps always has amazing sentiment sets. On the very right side, where it does go off the edge of some of those layers of flowers, I did put some foam dimension underneath. Behind the word "it," I did need to use 2 pieces of foam dimension to get it at the same level. I'll remove the release paper, add glue behind the rest of the sentiment, and adhere it onto the flower. For embellishments, I'm using the Adventure Awaits Gem Sticker Pack. I'll add 1 on each of the small flowers, 1 in the center of the dragonfly, and 3 in the lower right-hand corner. I'm using a rose gold color and it matches the pattern paper beautifully. After adding the gems in the lower right-hand corner, I changed my mind on 2 of them, and when I removed it, the little sticky part stayed in place, so I did add a drop of glue to adhere it in place. So there is my finished card, and I did end up making a total of 2. If you are interested in any of the products I used in this video, I do have links provided in the description box below. Honeybee Stamps' recent Adventure Awaits release has so many fun products. This card is also part of an Instagram hop to help celebrate the new release. If you're on Instagram, be sure to check out my page to find out how you can qualify to win a $50 gift card to Honeybee Stamp Shop. And I do have my Instagram link in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.